Okay, folks, let me fix my gear and I'll be right with you. Okay, now discussion B is choosing a home care agency for the first time. Okay, and I'm going to walk everybody through that for discussion B. Like I said before I get started, like I said in the other videos, if anybody has any comments, questions, things they want me to look into, let me know in the chat session or chat area, and I will see what I can do about getting you an answer. So here we go with the presentation for discussion B. All right, choosing a home care agency is a significant decision that requires careful consideration. Here are some steps to help you make an informed choice. Okay, so number one, first you have to determine what your needs are. Okay, now this requires having an assessment done by your local aging office. Some companies do their own assessments. Just depends on how things are set up. So I'm gonna go down through number one for you. Okay, assess care requirements. Identify the specific needs of your loved one, such as assistance with daily activities, bathing, dressing, companionship, mobility assistance, or medical care. Okay. Consider family support. Evaluate how much support family members can provide and what gaps need to be filled by professional caregivers. Okay. Then the other thing is the budget. Determine your budget for in-home care, keeping in mind uh, that cost can vary based on the level of care and frequency of visits. Okay. Um, the second part of this one is evaluate home care agencies, research and contacts, reach out to multiple home care agencies to learn about their services before you pick. Do some research before you pick your company. That helps. You want to learn about what they can offer you as a client. Because that makes a big difference on how you make your choice. Okay, let's see. Like I said, learn about their services, company culture, and caregivers. Some companies that I used to be with did what's called meet and greets, where they would send you people out to interview to see if they would fit your needs, to see if they would match what you need for services. Okay, second page. Hold on, folks. Then we got prepare. Oh, when you're searching for people to work for you, agency wise, prepare questionnaires. You know, the more you can find out about an agency, the better off you are. See how much. When a person comes in your house, see how much they focus on you, because you're the client they're going to be servicing. So make sure that, if you have questions, make sure that you write them down. And like I said in other videos, it's helpful to have your needs posted on a piece of paper. It's also helpful if you have if you're allergic to certain foods. It's also helpful to have a breakdown of your needs for them to go over. Let them ask you questions, and before they leave, you make sure that you get a chance to ask them questions also. And my suggestion to you is, don't take the first agency. Do do 2 or 3 agencies. Have them all come visit you, one at a time, of course. But before you choose, you got to make sure they treat you like a person instead of just a client. That matters also. It matters how an agency treats how an agency treats you matters. And after you pick them, and let's say you like the person that comes to see you, okay, that I call that the honeymoon period, where you let them work for you for a little bit to see if you fit or not. And if you don't fit, if you like the person as a person, you leave on good terms with people. You let them down easy. But choose, make sure that your needs are clearly stated. Make sure that they can meet your needs, because that matters. Okay, we're going to go down now to choose a home care agency is a significant decision that requires careful consideration. Okay? Like I said, prepare a questionnaire for them. Ask about the agency's experience, license to be in business, insurance for coverage for your folks, and how they handle caregiver replacements and after hour support. Make sure you find an agency that gives you that option too. Okay, that makes a difference also. Oh, and make sure the agency can tailor your needs to your hours. Make sure they can cover your hours with enough people. Number 3, review and select. Reflect on conversations after meeting with agencies Discuss your options with your loved one and consider their preferences. Okay, then we get into a big one for me, trusting people. Okay, let me read you that one. Trust your instincts. Pay attention to how genuine and thoughtful the staff is, where during your interactions, if someone didn't feel right, it might not be the best fit. Sometimes people can tell right off the bat if a person's gonna make it as an 8 or not. It's okay to say no. You don't have to accept the same. You don't have to accept the first person that comes along. Okay. And if you don't like somebody, you can call the agency and make another choice for another person. But back to trusting people. You have to build a relationship with people when you have them work for you. You have to build that trust up. It's not always there. It takes time to build trust up with your folks, with people that come in your house and work for you. You have to be able to trust them. Okay, next one. Take your time in making your decision. Okay? Unless urgent, take your time to make a decision and avoid agencies that promise perfection, as they may not as this may signal other issues. Like if an agency comes to you, if an agency comes to see you for your care, and at first you think they can cover your care, but later on down the line you figure out that they can't, then it's your responsibility as a client to make your feelings known to the head of an agency. So maybe they could fix it, or maybe suggest another way of doing things. But make sure you can bring that up without. Here's a big one that I used to run into. Let's say you have people in your house work for you, but you decide to call the agency and ask questions. You might have questions for the agency, but when your staff is there, you make the phone call anyway, but your staff gets angry because you make the phone call. It's your choice when you make the phone call to ask questions, or if you need to change something, it's your right as a person to change it. It's your right as a client to be able to have enough leeway, enough of a relationship with the company to say, hey, I need to change something, please. Always be nice when you do that, but make sure you have that option with those people. Okay. So that is B for this afternoon. Be on shortly with C. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.